More than half of Americans use iPhone, and almost 90% of teenagers in the USA use an iPhone or plan on buying one for the next phone. On the contrary, 80% of people in China uses an Android phone. You know, how's it going, mate? My name's called Barry and I'm from China, and I've been using a bloody Android phone ever since I was born. Now, one of the reasons why I use a bloody Android is because I'm poor as fuck. Now, a lot of blokes in China and other bloody developing countries usually get an Android because it's the bloody cheapest thing you can get, mate. But now these days, not all Android phones are bloody dog shit and cost 200 RMB.
The Android phone have elevated to new realms with triple fold phones and shit.
There are few main brands in the Chinese phone market: Huawei, Xiaomi, Oppo, and OnePlus. Now, with that many choices and with Android being the bloody third OS in China, the thought of an Apple phone bloody sounds very guelo to me. Me personally, I've been bloody using this Google Pixel, and the reason is
Google shit banned in China. I want to play with illegal shit, mate.
Now, no more Google phones. We're gonna go play with some fruit to see if fruit can beat that green robot shit. For the first few days, it was bloody challenging.
The first thing I immediately had to adapt to was the refresh rate. Android phones, they go from 60 Hz to like 200 and something Hz. But iPhones, flagship phones, are stuck at 60. I had to adapt my eyes to have the peasant vision. The second thing that I had to adapt to was the lack of SIM tray. Android phones come with 2 SIM tray. iPhones come with 1. But these days they come with none, and you have to rely on eSIMs. What if I go to a country where they don't know what an eSIM is? You want me to buy an overpriced package that's probably 10 times the price of a local SIM, huh?
I ended up watching like a couple hours of videos to learn how to bloody use an iPhone. And although they did help, it wasn't enough. Because for many Android users, we're so used to the simple pleasure of just laying in bed and just, you know, be able to scan your fingerprint, open your phone. The bloody simple feature to be able to swipe back, it works on an iPhone, but bloody hell, it only works on one side. But the thing is, right, it works on both sides on Android, and I don't know why this isn't a feature on the bloody iPhone. And the last feature is being able to bloody carry just one USB-C cable and have it work with everything. Because with this iPhone here, you need lightning cable and something like that. So much work. But after a week, you just get used to this feature. So the phone no longer felt weird without it. Now, there are 3 main reasons why you may pick an iPhone over an Android. Now, the first reason is the access to Apple apps. For example, iMessage, right? You don't get harassed when you send some shit and you have green bubble anymore, right? As someone who's a bloody MacBook user, the AirDrop feature is bloody god tier. Now, speaking about apps, another thing is that more apps are more optimized on the iPhone. Have you ever taken a photo on Android through Instagram and the photo just bloody looks like human shit? Well, that's because the in-app cameras are bloody useless. It's like a glorified screenshot. So what you have to do now on an Android phone is bloody do an extra step of bloody taking a photo on the camera app on the phone, right? And then you go to Instagram, then post it there like that, which is kind of annoying if you want a good photo.
And the third and last point is customer service. Basically, iPhone, good customer service.
And for the Android one, because there's so many brands for Android, let's just use Samsung, the main competitor of Apple.
Their customer service is the equivalent of, mate, just put your phone in rice and pray for the best. I have no more rice.
Sorry, there's nothing we can do about that.
What the hell, no more?
But is this all just Apple propaganda that these Apple nerds make in the comfort of their white-stained, sticky basement? But we like to piss and shit on the competitors to make ourselves feel superior.
I even do the same shit to Apple.
After 2 weeks of bloody using the iPhone, I gotta say,
it's bloody growing on me.
As a content creator,
creating content for 小红书 and like TikTok and something like that,
it's so bloody useful to just be able to just airdrop the clips onto my MacBook to
bloody edit, you know.
It's actually improved my productivity because of the convenience.
And I know it's not so hard to maybe just get a wire, connect your Android phone to your bloody MacBook.
But what if you don't have a wire?
You know, I'm at Tim Horton, you know, I forget my wire or something, and you're just fucked. But the one thing I bloody miss about the Android is that you can connect a whole SSD.
These are features that you just can't do on an iPhone that I really miss.
Android apps was another thing I missed. Nothing better than playing legally back movies on the phone from legal website and playing legally back games from legal emulator.
But these days I have to spend money on subscriptions and
buy a whole gaming console to play something, you know? I see, there are now emulator on the iPhone now. Pretty cool.
After a month of using the iPhone,
I gotta say, it's dog shit. Or is it?
there are many features that make the iPhone stand out,
Like the AirDrop feature and not getting bullied. To me, that's an important feature, okay?
but I think these days most phones are so similar
That it's just a matter of preference.
Sure, the iPhone I was using didn't have a USB-C cable, but the newer models do.
I just didn't include it, so you thought you can complain in the comment. Yeah, fuck you.
Another outstanding iPhone feature would be AirDrop. But these days, we live in 2025, so many innovative apps like this one called AirDrop, which allows you to use your bloody Samsung or any Android device you have and literally AirDrop it onto your Mac. Like, it's as seamless, you know? So these days, the phones are essentially same shit, different smell. So just find the one that smells good to you, right? And for me, Android shit smell better than Apple shit. And also, you can't beat a phone that folds 3 times. Like, come on.
Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you.